The Dallas Stars have always been a good team, but they've never been this good. I mean, to clinch a playoff spot in 70 games, that seems like fantasy. But guess what? That's the real-life world we're living in. The Dallas Stars, something changed in that locker room. Something changed in their mentality. And let's dive into it. When I watch Dallas, the first thing that stands out is how hard it is to find something they consistently do poorly over a full game. They're not the best offensive team in the league, they're not the absolute best defensive team, and they're not the most explosive team either. But they are the best team at having no real weaknesses, which is way more valuable over an 82-game season than just being elite in one area. And they can beat you in different ways depending on how the game is going, and that is exactly why they rack up wins consistently. We see a player like Jason Robinson, who give them skill, finishing ability, and high-end offensive IQ. But what makes this group special is not just the top-end talent, it's how every line fits together stylistically. Dallas might have the most role clarity in the NHL, which means that every player understands exactly how they're supposed to contribute. Now, there are no forced roles, and no players trying to do too much, and there are no lines that feel disconnected from the overall system. And this is why their offense feels so consistent instead of streaky, and even if they're not lighting up the scoreboard, they're still so good. When people talk about Dallas, they don't always highlight their defense as the way they should, and that's a mistake. We see players like Miro Heiskanen completely controlling the pace of the game from the back end without needing to be flashy. Now, Dallas defends the middle of the ice, which is the most important area in modern hockey. They aren't just chasing hits, they're not overcommitting, and they rarely put themselves out of position trying to make big plays. Dallas doesn't rely on chaotic highlight reel goaltending to stay in games. They don't rely on anything highlight reel at all, because this team is so well balanced. For example, their goalies benefit from the structure in front of them, which allows them to play more controlled and more predictable hockey in net. Dallas has one of the best relationships in the entire NHL between team defense and goaltending in the league, where both parts actually support each other instead of covering for mistakes. Now, this is the balance, which is a huge reason on why they can maintain such a strong record over a long stretch of games. The biggest difference between Dallas and other top teams is when you really pay attention to how their games play out. They can win high-scoring games when their offense is clicking, but they're just as comfortable winning tight, low-scoring games when things get defensive. Versatility is the most underrated trait in hockey, and Dallas might be the most versatile team in the NHL right now. They adjust to the game instead of forcing the game to fit them, which is exactly what they do every single night. I'll see you guys in 2 days.